Bam baram, beat the drums of war. Hearts of men besieged by night, the general is no more. Long has the time been since last this one turned gazed unto the walls of this once great fortress. Blind this one may be, but this one does not need to see to know when eyes have rolled. Perhaps it should try to do so again. This one is curious to know if they would roll upon the bloodied ground and be absorbed into the dying flesh of the Bambaram. Angry? No. This one is pleased to know the general now rests at long last. This one does not collect friends, merely songs and tales, before time twists them into fanciful nothings. The general called this one the archivist. It respected the desire to preserve without judgment. All too often has the minds of this world destroyed tales of woe to achieve greathood. False and wicked are such beings. The tale of the Bambaram is known. This one was present. Does it wish to hear it? Old was the general that became the Bambaram. This one remembers the honorable one in its moment of devastation. A great army defeated and retreated they did, but in doing so the general encountered a creature so small, fair yet so foul. A wish it granted. No more shall your men die in battle. Let them be great machines of war. But flesh cannot be machine without reconstructing in twisted and alien form. 'Twas a simple but ravenous solution. To begin, the marching men could simply regrow what they lost, seal what was torn open, and not a drop of blood would free itself. As time cranked its heavy gears, the marching men learned that this boon would not only allow them to regrow, but also to add. The Bambaram was first to try. A warrior slain impressed it with its strong arm. The Bambaram would take it and add it to itself. A warrior with great speed, the Bambaram would take it. A great mind. The cycle would continue ever on till what was once man became terrifying beast. The man before the beast. He was as curious as curiosity is. Speak and listen, see and watch. This one was as curious to him as he was to it. He delighted in this one's tellings of yore and was delighted to add to them in his own way. I wonder if once he changed into it, did he delight more or fall into unending despair? The flowing threads of his fate are too twisted to sing clearly of this, an unanswered curiosity. It will rankle this one for many moons until twisted threads either decay or untwine of their own accord. Fate likes its secrets open and incomprehensible, even to this one, though it is unsurprised. Ah, the ill-fated battle intrigues it. 'Twas far from a simple matter of winner taketh all. King despised king, and so repeats the most aged of tales time and time again. The poor had to die for it. This one sees few of the wealthy counted as laying slain on battlefields. No, when there is wealth, there are those willing to die for it, and therein lies the schematic of society. To take by force or take by hard graft, the wealthy buy lives to sacrifice on battlefields and proclaim it honor. The poor die, earning coin they will never see. The sway of battle is akin to a storm. One cannot truly know if their walls will stand against the wind, but they can certainly pay for the assurance of greater odds. Mercenaries. The hoarders of riches would splurge on champions and small armies to increase their odds. Unfortunately for the marching men and their general, their paying king was either cheap or blind to the art of calculus. They had not enough to win, and as such the storm tore down their walls of shield and pike, scattered their forces, and the general was forced to flee. O'er time and pact he became the Bambaram. What king would lose with such a fearful storm to call its own? For a price. Alas, one of its hearts still beats. Is it the one that belonged to the general? Or of the many the Bambaram devoured? Old it was and tired it is. Cling no more to the desperate urge of victory. Crawl no further to defiant revenge. It broke all of Bambaram's legs, severed its many arms. Perhaps it should take the head. No tale should go unfinished. Mercy or a task rendered finished. The naming of deeds is not this one's duty, but it should be said that a task finished can be a mercy for all involved. This one has simplified enough speech for a passing of the sun. Ask no further. This one does what it can to accommodate the simple creature and will offer no more beyond what it has already done so. Silence. Damning for some, but welcoming for this one. The threads flow within it like a river flowing through a dried bed, and their tunes flow on, ever welcoming those with the knowledge to witness, to drink from its sweetened spring. This one has no point to make, but a perception of previous ponderings is desired. Has it decided on its path? Its goals? Further it wishes to walk? Such tone of command, yet no thought of consequence. Further then I let it go. Wander onward to the old road, where once red-caped bairns feared only old men in dog skin and hags in sweetened cottages. Hunger is so strange a thing.